for Asgard. As we all know by now, or should know, that the NBA in general, pro sports, have always been rigged, scripted, faked, and they have been always meant for the fools. And the ways you can determine who's going to win a championship is through, gematria, through figuring out the riddles. Commercials will usually foreshadow TV shows, things the announcers say foreshadow things players do. Deaths can also, et cetera, can foreshadow who's going to win the championship. And you got to connect the dots. You got to look at, I don't want to say you got to stress yourself, but you got to think big. You got to make your mistakes. You got to you got to be successful. You got to connect things. You got to be all over the place. You can't just, be right all the time. And this takes, trial and error of figuring things out, saying, oh, this is this. Got to look into things. And a lot of people, they're just too lazy and too foolish to be able to look into various various things and to determine who's going to win these rigged championships. One thing I for the present NBA season, the 22-23 NBA season, one thing I noticed that every time a colored Power Ranger dies, the main actor who plays a colored Power Ranger, if their color dies, the team that wears that color tends to win the championship within that season. For the 2023 season, when the actor actor who played Tommy, Jason, died, and he was the Green Ranger. He's also the White Ranger, mainly the White and the Green Ranger. I looked at it, I thought to myself, is there a connection between a Power Ranger dying and the NBA championship based on their jersey colors? And I noticed when Trini died, the Yellow Ranger died, guess who won the championship in 2001? Lakers. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It says Pua. He was a Red Ranger, I believe. He died in 2019, and guess who won the championship? The Raptors. When for now they're known for wearing red jerseys. Jason David played Tommy, the Green Ranger, and also the White Ranger. Once he died, and I connected these three, hey, their colored jerseys, every time these actors die, their colored Power Rangers, when they die, the colored jersey tend to win. There's a pattern going on here. And since the beginning of the season, I stuck with the Green Ranger. The green. I'm thinking, which jerseys wear the color green? And I went down to Boston and Milwaukee. They were my favorites to win, just based on this theory. Obviously, it's not Milwaukee right now. And only team that is highly known for wearing green jerseys is the Boston Celtics. And again, Tommy was also the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. In Boston, they are known for wearing white and green. So right now, I know it's not over yet, but the favorites that look like are going to take it is going to be Boston. I'm not saying, again, this is a theory. This is a theory and a pattern that I've noticed. So right now, like right for a while, it has been Boston is going to win it. But then I remembered that during the NBA season, just as the playoffs, were starting, the Power Rangers released a short little movie called Once and Always. It was a tribute to the Yellow Ranger, to Trini. And in that movie, Trini dies again. The Yellow Ranger dies. So now I'm thinking. It's going to come down to LA and Boston. Trini's yellow. Los Lakers are known for wearing yellow. Jason's green and white. Green and white. Boston's green and white. My theory again is going to come down to LA and Boston. And my first initial thought was, hey, Boston's are going to win it. But then I remembered in Once and Always, Trini, again, it's so rare for a character to die in Power Rangers. It is very rare. I don't recall it happening often. It's very rare. And in Once and Always, Trini dies again in the movie. She dies again. Right at the beginning, she dies saving the Blue Ranger. And who is, again, known for wearing blue right now? It would probably be Denver. They're known for wearing blue back in the day. But anyways, so realizing Trini basically has pretty much died twice. She died 2001, Lakers win. She died again in 2023, and potentially right now, in theory, I think the Lakers are actually going to win the championship. Before that, I thought it was going to be Boston because of the Green Ranger dying. But now I think this whole movie, the whole Power Ranger movie, it's probably a reflection of 2021, of 2001, where the Yellow Ranger dies, the Yellow Ranger actor dies. And now, fast forward to 23, the Yellow Ranger dies again in the movie. So I really think it's going to come down to LA and Boston, and LA winning. Another thing that I noticed is, again, Power Rangers is originally created, excuse me, it has been originally created in Japan. And guess which team has a Japanese player all of a sudden? Lakers. So Lakers, I don't know his name, but I know there's a Japanese player on Lakers. So we have a Japanese player on the Lakers. Yellow Ranger dying in the movie. Green Ranger dying in real life. When I say Green Ranger, I mean Tommy or Jason dying in real life. And again, it's going to come down to what I feel in this theory. It's going to come down to LA and Boston. My initial thought was Boston's going to win, but now, because of Once and Always, where Trini, the Yellow Ranger, dies, I think Lakers, yellow, The yellow jerseys are going to win. This may seem like a far fetched um you know um I don't know what to call it, like a far fetched riddle, but again, a lot of things out there. It's a lot of things out there that is irrelevant. That may seem irrelevant to the NBA or whatever. There's always a pattern or reflection. Red Ranger 2019 dies. Raptors, known for playing wearing red jerseys, they win championship. 2001, Trinity Yellow Ranger. 2001, the Lakers win the championship. 2022, I don't know what year. Look at what year he died. Yes, the Green Ranger died in the month of November, just as the NBA was starting. And he's known for wearing green. Boston Celtics right now look like they are the favorites to win it all. And I'm gonna stick with this little theory because I think it's strange. I grew up with the Power Rangers back in the day, and I think it's just so weird how something that I watched as a child to something that I played as a child would had no relations with each other would somehow mesh with each other. It's far fetched, but hey, I just think that there's a pattern going on in this society where they connect things with other things, and I think certain actors, they whether they have anything to do with the NBA or not, I think they are sacrificed for this league, for the championship, for players, for teams. And another thing, the Yellow Ranger was also she was born in Vietnam, but she died in California. And I believe the Green Ranger as well. Also, another thing I noticed, again, Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the city that they take place in is called Angel Grove, which is, a fictional city, but we can say it's most likely based on Los Angeles. So I think another thing I just thought of. Goldar, gold, and gold. Now we have the Lakers going against the Nuggets, which a nugget is usually the representation or whatever based on gold. And we have Denver, who's used to wearing rainbow colors on their jerseys, which, is a reflection of the Power Rangers who, wear multiple colors. As for the Heat, I can't think of anything right now that, connects with the Power Rangers. But nevertheless, this is just a theory I had. I'm going to go through it one more time. So, excuse me. So we had the Red Ranger, Pua, who played the Red Ranger, he, excuse me, 1 second. I want to see if he actually played the Red Ranger. Last time I checked, I know he did. Load, but we had and again, if he did play the, I'm waiting for a load, but if he did play the Red Ranger, Raptors won, and they are known to wearing red. Trini wore yellow, and in 2001, yep, he played the Red Ranger. Yep, he played the Red Ranger. And he played the Red Ranger. Red Ranger. And Raptors went in 2019, and they were known for wearing red jerseys. I want to see if the Raptors actually won in the red. I can't remember. Raptors 2019 championship. I can't remember if they wore red. Yeah, they did. Yep, they wore red. Yes. And when the Raptors won their game, they wore red. Yellow Ranger in 2001. Say Lakers 2001 NBA championship. Did they finish off in yellow jerseys? Oh no, they didn't. They finished off in their purple jerseys. But nevertheless, they are known for playing in yellow. And Jason David Frank, for the Green Ranger. Again, my initial thoughts again is Boston should win it. Just based on this little pattern here. But then, again, I remember Once and Always came out, and it was a tribute for the Yellow Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger dies in that movie. So that made me think, Lakers, Boston, but, Yellow Ranger dying, tribute to the Yellow Ranger. Lakers were yellow. So I'm thinking Lakers might win this. Whether or not they do or don't, I think Lakers and Boston will make it to the finals. I know I'm all over the place, but that's just what I do. But anyways, for Asgard.